shooting up the shit out of like I don't know, cop station. I'm not gonna. The fucking Red Cross isn't gonna want to put an ad on there.
Yeah. Oh, welcome to the Pixel Primos video game podcast, the show where we talk about all the latest things in gaming, from dressing up as zombie Janis Joplin to running from the ghosts and goblins. Hey, I'm Juan Solo.
Hey. That was a good one. Very family friendly. By the way, my name's Paco. Speaking of family friendly.
My glasses are scary dirty. I'm JJ.
Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. Yeah, we're for the spooky season. Ooh. And for those of you that are actually watching this, as you can tell, I'm in the holiday spirits already. I got my mask.
Yeah. It's totally not because his wife beats him.
Yeah, totally no reason. There's not a broken nose under there.
Yeah, it's legit not because his wife beats him. Like, I don't know why I made that comment. And me clarifying this only makes it
You hear the door in the background slowly open. What? Babe, I'm sorry.
No, not like this.
All right, but as everybody knows, the true alphas of this show are you viewers who leave us comments and watch our videos,
acknowledge,
and our shows. So our last episode, the first episode of the spooky season, which was we were talking about horror movies that we think we could survive in. We got some comments. We got a comment from a boy ahead of the curve, 94.
Yeah,
damn right.
Saying spooky season with the Primos. Let's go. And yep, let's go. Show. Yes. Thank you for watching. By the way, did you tell your grandma to subscribe?
Yeah, tell your grandma to subscribe. Your tios. That homeless guy down the street.
Yep, get them all. Because remember, we are at 90 subscribers right now. If we get 10 more, we will do a big 100 special. What are we going to do for it? I haven't figured that out yet. Or we haven't figured that out.
We'll show feet, finally. You'll see it.
We'll show feet. I will.
We get 10 more subscribers, you get to see all of these 10 toesies.
Yep.
120 subscribers, I'll smash some cake with my cake.
All right. There we go. All right, our next comment comes from the one and only Super Saiyan Chicken.
That's right.
Saying, and it's terror time again. On the discussion of what horror movie monsters I could survive, I'm for sure surviving the monster house. When you think about it, even if she's a murder house, she also still has human functions and needs. The old gal has been around for ages. Nobody has probably touched her gutters in ages. She probably has a need to feed, and I'm catering.
Wow, that's great. I love that.
I didn't think about the fact that the monster house might just need to get her curtains cleaned.
Right. All right.
Get her rug beaten a little bit.
Jesus Christ.
All right.
I am really slow today. I have not been able to come with anything. Just firing at the hip, JJ. He's single.
All right, and he wraps up his comment with the suggestion saying, as for spooky content, I'd love to see you guys maybe discuss childhood trauma. More specifically, certain moments in cartoons or games that absolutely terrified you way more than it probably should have.
Oh,
you know what?
Yeah, I definitely got a few.
Got like two
That's
or
a great
three.
suggestion. You know what? Yeah, we will definitely
Yeah, I got like two or three
make
of
that a
those.
topic. For for our upcoming spooky. Maybe not the next one, but definitely for this season. But
Yeah,
yes, we will do it. Thank you for the suggestion. It was a great suggestion.
it's actually really
And
good.
likewise, for the rest of you alphas, as always, leave a comment, leave a suggestion, and we'll definitely read them on the show. And we will definitely consider doing recordings of it. I know it sounds mean when I say it like that. What do you mean you're just going to suggest this? Because, guys, you got to understand if you pitch us a topic and we don't know anything about it, we're not going to do it because then it's going to be a boring episode, you know? So,
Yeah. So no questions about sex.
yeah.
Let's
Yeah.
start to find.
Don't
We don't know anything about that. Haven't
Yeah.
seen a real
Yes.
boob that's not on the internet in years.
but yeah.
These are great. They're like sex, except I'm having them.
So yeah. So let us know any suggestions you might have for in this spooky season or even just a future episode. But yeah, just let us know. Don't be shy. Drop a comment. Let us know. We'll shout you alphas out because we like you guys a lot. All right. That's it. Let us now move on to our main topic of discussion, which is horror video games. What is coming out? What is on the way? And just quite frankly, any other games that we want to highlight. So, I think it's fair to say we should probably talk about this one because it literally just came out last week, I believe.
Ghost of
And
Yote?
that is, huh?
Ghost of
Ghost of
Yote?
Yote.
No. Although that
Why
one
not?
did come out.
It's got a ghost in it.
Yeah, it's right on the
God damn it.
Horror, like ghost horror.
I am mad that like I did not put like two and two together with that one. God damn it.
It's the mask. It's your mask. That's what it is. It's your mask.
Oh.
Blocking your brain waves.
Yeah.
It's got ghosts.
But yes.
It's got a scary
yes.
wolf.
She also wears scary masks too.
That's true.
There you go.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, but in all seriousness, that was the game I was going to talk about. I was going to talk about Silent Hill Earth.
Oh.
Earth.
Earth.
Oh.
All right, I should be clear. I'm not that far in it. I think I played maybe like the first 3 hours of it so far. But so far, what I've played, it's great. I do think it calls back to like some of the earlier Silent Hills in the sense that it's more like psychological, and so a lot of the horror tends to revolve around like, I guess in this case it's not trauma, but here it looks more like it's her like her self-doubt, like her internal like I guess like stuff she's self-conscious about almost like and I'm just basing that on the fact that like the earlier enemies seem to deal with like more like if her friends are like backstabbing her or they're out to get her like I hope I'm explaining it well, but that so far like that's what I'm getting. We'll see if later it explores any other themes or if it goes any deeper than that, but definitely the scares in it are great. It is a very creepy game. You can even just look up like the designs of some of the early monsters and stuff, and yeah, they are very creepy looking, especially the way they move. Very unsettling. And
Do they
the
like,
story that I like is the one that was posted on Twitter, where someone was like, "Hey, this game is glitchy because like they see like a scarecrow and they walk past it and then they turn around and the scarecrow's closer. And then they turn around and they walk, but then they turn around again and now the scarecrow's gone. They're like, what the hell? This game is glitchy. And then that's what people are like, bro, that's not a glitch.
Oh, you
So yeah,
poor sweet summer child.
So yeah, there's stuff like that in the game.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna ask you. Do the enemies move in that like weird 2000s Japanese horror way where like it's super jittery and like
Yeah,
it's like
it's
2 layers of sped up footage?
yeah, like with this ones, I would compare it like it's almost like they got like contortionist or something, and
Mm.
they just walk like that. Like yeah,
Like The Conjuring 2?
yes, it's because in the remake, Silent Hill 2 remake, in that one, the nurses have almost this kind of like blur effect on them, like when they move.
Mm.
This one, it's not so much like blur, but more like what you said. It's that like jittery, like stuttery, like kind of
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
yeah. And so, it's definitely a unsettling, and I think that's the cool thing about this one. It's that it sets the tone very perfect. Where even though the town appears normal, there's just something off about it. So yeah, Silent Hill F. Even though I haven't played it that much, I do recommend if you want some spooks. So another game that came out recently that I figured we could probably mention is Chronos: The New Dawn.
Master of all time.
Yeah, so I'm seeing Chronos.
Which one's that one? Hang on, let me look it up.
If you look it up, you might recognize it. Um,
Kronos with a CH or a K?
no, Chronos, The New Dawn. Everyone seems to be comparing it to Dead Space.
Why does the helmet have a vagina?
So, it, and I think they're comparing it to Dead Space because, I mean, other than the setting, I mean, you are in space or in a distant planet or something. It is a third person, like, survivor horror. So this is very much one of those games where, like, you have to conserve your ammo. You don't get a lot of healing items and whatnot. And as far as plot goes, the sample I found says Chronos: The New Dawn is a third person survival horror game where players control a faceless amnesiac protagonist called the Traveler who must survive a post apocalyptic world overrun by monsters that can merge to become stronger. So it seems that's the gimmick with this one, that there's a merging mechanic where enemies that you already killed, they can get absorbed
Ooh.
by another enemy and they become like stronger.
Oh, it's the
So,
same team that worked on the Silent Hill 2 remake.
oh, there you go. Bloober
It's,
team.
yeah, it's them. I'm on the Steam page.
Oh, all right. Oh, yeah, there we go. Yeah, I'm seeing it right here. Yeah. So yeah, so this one came out like in early September, so it is still fairly new. It's only about a month old as of this recording. Um,
Yeah, them things look freaky.
yeah, and the reviews for it right now are very good.
Yeah, very positive.
Oh yeah. So, but yeah, it's on Steam. It's on PS5. I believe it's also on the Switch 2.
Yes. and it's Steam
So
Deck compatible, according to
yep. So there you go. It's on a bunch of consoles. So if anything we described caught your attention and you're in for some spooks, I would say give this one a shot.
and
Um,
his name's the Traveler, huh?
yeah. Oh yeah, it's like a
Missed
nameless protagonist. I don't even think he talks. So it is
Missed
kind of like
opportunity. Yeah,
the original
the
Dead
original
Space.
Dead Space.
Yeah.
Isaac doesn't say shit. Uh,
Yeah. The not till the second one.
missed opportunity. I think they should have named the astronaut Major Tom.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah. Um. Yeah. Is there a game you guys wanna talk about?
uh, I got one that I like just found out about last week. I think like exactly last week. Um,
Okay.
it's Parasite Mutant.
Mm.
Okay.
So there's a trailer on it on PlayStation. I am very cautiously optimistic about this game because in my youth, when I was growing up, there was Resident Evil, and then when that took off, everyone was like, "Guys, we gotta make a fucking Resident Evil. We find me horror movies to make a Resident Evil out of." And uh, who was this? Was this Square Enix? I think Square Enix, or well, back then it was SquareSoft. Didn't have a movie, but they managed to acquire the license to a book written in Japan called Parasite Eve, and they
Okay.
made that a game. And I remember seeing commercials for that game and getting freaked right the fuck out, like, because it's Square, so like the the cutscene graphics looked like super realistic for the time, right? Like, imagine Final Fantasy VIII level graphics, right? It's still
Mm-hmm.
they're still not super photorealistic, but they look pretty real, and it's got like tentacles and shit coming out of people. So it's like, oh man, this is weird as shit. I never played it. Like I never ever fucking played it. However, I know for a lot of survival horror fans, Parasite Eve is one that they keep like referencing and going back to and going like, man, it's a shame that like they couldn't make another good one because there's Parasite Eve and then there's
Mm-hmm.
Parasite Eve 2 and then everything's garbage after that. There were a few other ones, but they're like they lost the plot, they're not scary, it's not as good. And then they got rid of like the best feature of the game, which was the combat mechanic. They
Mm-hmm.
used what they called active time chain systems, and it was if you watch YouTuber the Sphere Hunter, friend of the show,
Mm-hmm.
she Parasite Eve is one of her favorite games, so I would recommend checking out her video if you got time. Uh, it is a very long video, but like super entertaining and totally worth it. She can explain everything about the game mechanic and the world of it much better than I could. But the reason that I think Mutant might be good again is because they brought back the fucking combat mechanic. It's back, baby.
Yeah. I'm looking at the announced trailer, and yeah, it's. I guess the best way to describe it is it's kind of like a tower defense, like almost like turn base esque, or
It was turn based in the sense that there were certain moves like you could attacking was based in turns, but while
mm-hmm.
nothing was going on, you could move freely in the combat arena.
Mm-hmm.
So that was what made it cool. That it was like almost like a action RPG, but it still wasn't fully. But it let you
Mm-hmm.
strategize and it let you like do things to your advantage. Like maybe you didn't have enough ammo to kill a specific enemy type, so maybe it would be beneficial to like run away or just like melee this one so that you still have ammo over there. Like
Yeah,
like I said,
like I guess the best game example I can think of, and even this one's kind of like like I don't know if people even know is Valkyria Chronicles. It's
mhm,
like the military one.
yeah,
I
it
I feel
was.
like
It's pretty similar. Yeah,
yeah. So that looks neat, and yeah, it really is just like a horror game with an anime like coat of paint.
yeah. And the first
Hmm.
one wasn't like that. That's another thing that I guess that's what makes it more of a cautiously optimistic. I would really rather they go the remake route
Yeah.
with Parasite Eve because those games aren't super easily accessible anymore. I mean,
Uh huh.
they kind of are because they're PS1 games, so like you can play those on anything still. Like you can still play them on a PS5, I think.
Hmm.
But tracking down an original disc, and I don't think they're on the store like to buy or download. I could be wrong, but it's also one of those where like you're gonna have to sit through load times and stuff like that. So that's gonna turn off a lot of people. If you go the remake route, keep it pretty much the same. Just update the graphics to make them a little more modern, and I think you're set.
Yeah. I
But
get
yeah,
you.
this game looks good. Like it's bringing back the combat, and I hope it's not going too weird with it because I know on the PSP one like there's fucking time travel or some shit. Like there's
Always got to
time
be time
travel
travel.
and body swapping. Bro, this started with like bacteria monsters. Like how in the fuck are you time traveling?
Yeah. There you go.
I only have one. I'm not a big horror game person. Like I watch you guys play horror games, and I just sit there and shit my pants, because my brain can't. That's why I
That's
don't
what
watch
that
horror
smell
movies.
is.
Yeah, my brain can't tell the difference between that. You know that my brain can't tell that horror games and horror movies just aren't real, but to me it is. Um, but the one game that I kind of somebody sent to me, and I looked it up. It looks actually really cool, and I might actually play this. But it's called The Way Home, and it's pretty much you play as a cat,
Hmm.
and you're searching for your owner. You're playing as a cat in Tokyo. You're searching for your owner, and you go through like these haunted houses, and you as the cat can excise the ghost just by staring at him. Well, I was like, okay, I
I
think I'm
like
kind of
that.
sold. But
That's
there's also other like elements that you can use your claws. You can sniff the environment and find different happenings. It's not released yet. I think from what I read, it's supposed to be still in development. It's going to be released, like I think October 30th, something like that. For let me look up what the account is for the game. It's
if it's the Pixel one, it's October
Joyful
7th.
Calamity. It says
Okay,
Joyful
I'm looking at
Calamities
that
X
one.
account if you want any updates for it. But if you liked Stray, this might be up your alley. But I also kind of thought it was cool because if it does come out October 30th, it's going to be in that same genre that people are exploring now, where like the horror movie Good Boy, Courage, the live action, where you're watching the horror movie from from the perspective of the dog. So now you're playing as this cat, and you're now seeing these ghosts and everything from the perspective of the cat, and you're playing as a cat looking for your owner. So I saw that and I thought that was kind of a cool concept. That seems pretty cool. Something that I might actually try and play. Um,
Oh no! I just read some bad news about it.
no, don't do destroy my realities.
No, I'm like, is this real?
What is it not coming out? Guess
They're saying they canceled it.
no. Why?
Let me see. I'm pulling this from Neto's game room.
God damn, there's a lot of
Says,
games titled The Way Home.
yeah, it says The Way Home, the horror indie game where you play as a cat, has been canceled. A reason for the cancellation was not given. However, developer Joyful Calamity said, quote, I'm sorry, many people paid attention to The Way Home, but due to various circumstances, we have decided to cancel the development of this work. I cannot say the reason for the cancellation now. End quote.
Damn, well that sucks. That seems something really original and fun. Something different.
Hmm. Yeah, and
Well,
so
never mind, guys. Apparently I'm wrong.
It might be just that. Holy shit, this does look freaky. I finally found the right one.
Hmm.
mhm.
It might just be bullshit with the name because there's another game
There's a
coming
bunch
out.
of them
Yeah,
with the.
a bunch of stuff called The Way Home.
Not only is there a bunch of stuff titled Away Home, there's one specifically that's an action roguelike pixel game
Hmm.
where you're also a cat. It's just not
Oh,
a horror game. So it's like, yeah, it might just be a thing where like someone else beat him to the name.
I mean,
Hmm.
just call it Feline Exorcists. There you go. Sure, people would play that Feline Exorcists.
I yeah, but I mean, I'm just speculating. Like I don't know. Like,
Yeah, it just says
it
various
might not.
circumstances.
Yeah, my guess, if I had to guess anything, would be that it's because of the name. But I don't know. That's just a complete
Hmm.
shot in the dark.
And right now, they are the only person I'm seeing like reporting that the game is canceled. I can't find. Mm. Oh, here we go. No, yeah. Right now, they're the only ones reporting that the game's canceled. So maybe. Mm. Okay, wait. I think I found the official Twitter account.
Yeah, Joyful Calamity.
Let me see. Ah, it's not letting me in. Damn it. Well, it did look good, so we'll see. Maybe if there was a problem in development that they overcome, then maybe it can still come out. But yeah, it sucks because like this game was literally around the corner. It was supposed to come out October 30.
Yeah,
So all right. Well, we'll see if we get an update. But yeah, right now that's the only article I'm seeing that's reporting that the game got canceled. I'm not seeing anybody else report a cancellation.
you know,
Yeah, so I guess we'll wait and
we'll hope for
see
the
on.
best.
Yeah,
Hmm.
damn it! I really wanted to play as Ghost Rider Cat.
Yeah, me too, man. Not very
Got his penance stare.
Yeah, look into my
good.
eyes. um,
See.
aren't we getting a new Fatal Frame or a remake of the Fatal Frame for the Switch too?
Yes, we are.
Yeah,
Um, Let me see if I can pull it up really quick.
it's the second one because wasn't the second one like
hmm
Japan only
That
or something?
yeah, and a lot of people said it's like the best one.
Yeah, the one with the twins, right?
Yes.
Yeah, yeah. I know
All
shit.
right. Yeah, here we go. It's called Fatal Frame 2 Crimson Butterfly Remake.
That was it. I knew it was
Yep.
Butterfly something.
hmm And yep, it's but yeah, it's set to come out next year. Um there's still not too much info on it
Well,
right
I mean,
now.
it's Fatal Frame. Like, how much info?
Yeah. Mhm. But
And it's a
let
remake,
me
really.
yeah. So for those of you unfamiliar with Fatal Frame, the gimmick with this one is that you're like exploring usually like a haunted house of some sort, and your weapon is like a video, like a photo camera. So you have to take a picture of the ghost, and that's part of like where the horror really comes in because you are holding up the camera, meaning you can only like defend yourself when the ghost gets near you so you can snap the
Yeah.
photo.
Ew.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
so
would fucking hate these
exactly.
games.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, fuck.
Because yeah, not only do you have to look at the ghost, one,
No.
two, you have to like wait for them to get super close in order to do like maximum
Man,
damage to them
no.
and
Fuck
actually
that.
exercise them.
Fuck that.
Mhm.
No.
I like the name
No.
of the camera. It's like the Ocula Obscura, I think.
Yeah, camera
Yeah,
obscura.
the Ocula Obscura.
Yeah.
The dark camera.
Yeah.
Yep. So,
It always stuck with me.
I mean, I told you I tried playing a horror game on a VR thing once. I fucking threw that bitch across the wall. Dude, fuck that. Fuck that, dude. No.
Yeah, no,
No.
I beat Resident Evil what 7? Seven's the first one that was like look at my
first person.
hands, right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I beat that one and it was spooky. Like it was a return to form from 6 and I was like, yeah, this was spooky. And then but I was like, yeah, it got some legit scares out of me. And then someone told me that it was in VR and I was like, get that fucking thing away from me. Like I'm
Mhm.
Nope. No, no,
not
no, thank you.
I'm not
No,
playing
sir.
that bullshit in VR.
No, sir.
Mm.
Except for maybe the boss fight with what, the mom, the one that walks like a bug.
Yeah.
Mm.
Because I ruined that one for myself. Like that one wasn't scary for me because it reminded me of the episode of American Dad where like they adopted the Antichrist and he turns Steve into like a bug and he's just like crawling on the walls. Satana, Satana.
All right. Okay. We will now do a slight detour on the
Okay.
topic
A wrong turn, if you
because
will.
now, yes, because now things are going to get really spooky because we're going to talk about real horror. Of course, I'm talking about Microsoft raising the price on Game Pass.
Ah! My
Ooh!
wallet, no!
No! Oh!
That's why I got a PlayStation.
So,
I knew this
yeah, I
day was
think
coming, boys. I've been saying it for fucking years.
so. It's fair to say that a lot of people are canceling it. Shit. In fact, so many people were canceling it that the website crashed
Yeah.
from everybody logging on to cancel their
Yeah,
Game Pass because, yeah, it's effectively a 50% increase. It is going to be
30.
$30, or actually, it's already $30 a month.
yeah.
It kicked in at the start of the month of October. And as far as why are they doing it? Well, I mean, one is money, right?
Greed.
But um I
There's not.
think
I mean, there's the reasons they gave, but
Those are
I mean,
bullshit.
you can go on. You tell it.
well, no, I was going to say that it sucks that they thought this was a good idea.
I don't think they. Well, they probably did, but what really like bothered me because I haven't had a Game Pass for like a year and a half at this point,
Mhm.
and that was mostly because like I would pay, I would have it auto renew, but I would only play like one game like every 3 months or so. So at that point, I was like, if I'm spending like the $60 every 3 months to play one game, like I'll just fucking buy that
Buy the
one
game.
game. Like why am I paying the subscription fee? Like
Yeah.
And that's what I wanted to get to, that I think that's where they like screwed up, and why like I think they failed to realize why it wouldn't work, and it's exactly what you said. It's that the price just isn't, the convenience isn't there anymore. So back when it was like $20 or even cheaper, because if you get the PC one, I think it's only like around 15, or at least it was, not anymore. But
Yeah.
the general idea was, oh shit, for $20 a month, I get to play the games when they come out, day one exclusive, at no additional cost, and I get access to some of these other games that I wasn't gonna play anyway. But I mean, now that I have access to it for quote unquote free, well, I might as well give them a shot, right?
Yeah,
And also you would get Call of Duty for quote unquote free.
yeah,
So I think Microsoft like like oversold how popular Call of Duty was. In their head, they thought, well, they're gonna keep Game Pass because they want to get Call of Duty, but they ended up canceling it because yeah, they did the math. At $30 a month, it's not worth it anymore. You're paying $360 for a year, or you could just pay $70 to get Call of Duty for
Yeah.
1 month.
Or
So
Madden or whatever.
yeah, you
Or
you get
whatever
the
the one
idea
game you're gonna play that
that
year.
they want. Yeah, it's not. Yeah, it's not worth it anymore because then after 2 months, you're not saving money.
Mm.
You're
nope,
And again, the other games was just a bonus because again, these people were not gonna play those other games. They're only giving them a shot now because they have access to it. Think kind of like, I guess, like Netflix. You just get Netflix to watch the shit you want to watch. Everything else
hmm
you're gonna ignore it
yeah, mostly,
unless you're like bored one day and you have the time and you go, you know what, screw it, I already paid for it, I might as well give it a shot. But that's it. But you weren't originally gonna watch it. And so with games, I feel it's worse than that, because since games cost so much time and so much money, and there's this interactive aspect to it, it very much is not worth it to pay that much money for games that you weren't even going to play anyway. But obviously, I'm not speaking for everybody. There are some people that are like, no, what are you talking about? I play every game on there. I give them a shot because I love gaming. Great. That's
yeah, good
awesome.
for you.
It's like the film critic approach. Like, there are some people that just love movies and they will watch every movie that they get a chance to watch it because they
hmm
just love it so much. Cool. But that's not the average person.
Nope.
And I think that's what Microsoft failed to realize here, that people would rather just save up their money, the $70 or whatever, to get the one game they want. Game Pass, be damned. So that sucks, and yeah, that reminded me that I have to cancel mine. So I will do that
Did did
after.
did did that video I sent you about the ad tier, is that real? Because
I don't
I
think
couldn't
it's
see
real.
anything. Because there was a
No.
video creator made.
Ads in video games is something that everyone's like pretty successfully pushed back against because EA's
Mm-hmm.
been trying for fucking ever, like since the PS2
Fuck,
era,
dude.
to put ads in
Yeah.
video games. And like sometimes they're successful, like in the sense that like, well, yeah, the UFC games or like the UFC
Sports games,
ring,
UFC games.
yeah, they all those have like sponsorships in the background of the arenas and stuff. So like in that sense, yes, ads do get in there. But EA was trying to make it so that like yeah, you're gonna actually see commercials
Boy, I'd be
Mm-hmm.
when
pissed.
your fighter goes to their corner like you would in a real fight. But this ain't a real
Real
fight,
fight.
EA.
No.
like get the fuck out of here. Uh, that's something that they've been trying for a long time and everyone's successfully pushed back against. And so I don't think that it would actually go through.
Man, I don't know. I feel like every day there's somebody that's like slowly chipping away and trying to make it okay for ads and games. Because fuck that. You put an ad in my game that I
It
paid
is,
for, I am setting something on fire.
believe me, if given the chance to do it, they will.
They
But they
would
just
100%.
but yeah, it's like Jay said. Like EA's tried, I think Ubisoft's tried, but they just never could find like a good way like to do it, and it's because yeah, it's not like watching a movie where you can just interrupt it during a lull or before like a like a big plot twist or something, and it gives the viewer a chance to go to the bathroom, it's or
Yeah,
something. It's like, no, like this is an interactive like thing.
yeah,
You can't do that. The only ones that I guess could do it, but it's to be expected, is those cell phone games, but it's because those games are free.
yeah,
So it makes sense to put an ad after every round or every level because the
yeah,
game is free. But this idea of like, no, I'm dropping $70 for a game and then you're gonna put commercials in it, like, no. And yeah, so I don't see it happening. Like, even with Game Pass, the only thing they could do is like, maybe do it like Hulu, where you got to sit through these unskippable ads before the movie starts.
yeah. Prime does that.
I'm like, so yeah, maybe they'll do like that's the only thing I could see it kind of working where you got to sit through these ads if you want to play this game. But then once the game starts, that's it.
Yeah,
You better not put a motherfucking ad because it ain't gonna work. You're gonna interrupt the gameplay. You're gonna
Or
hate.
if they do what YouTube started doing, where if you like pause the video, uh, it'll have like a banner ad on the side until you
Yeah,
unpause it.
yeah.
yeah, yeah. So
I could see them doing something like that, but that would also be like
It take
people are
you
gonna
out.
complain. Like,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
that's
mm,
Take you out of the full. Take you out of the
it's
game.
yeah,
not only that, like, who in the fuck is gonna want, like, it's gonna be that AEW situation where Jericho is fighting what Chris Gage with the
yeah.
fucking pizza
With the
cutter,
pizza
and,
cutter.
and then there's a Domino's ad like this. Yeah, like
Yeah,
who?
that was just an unfortunate accident.
Right,
It
yeah,
was not
but
on purpose.
right, but like if I'm playing Grand Theft Auto 6 when it finally comes out and I'm just like shooting up the shit out of like I don't know, cop station, I'm not gonna the fucking Red Cross isn't gonna want to put an ad on there.
Yeah,
Domino's ain't gonna want to put an
ASPCA.
ad on there. Yeah,
Peter puts an ad while you're shooting it up. This would be better with the companion. Adopt. You know, the only way I'll accept the ads in game is if they make them like the New Hope cut, the Brazilian commercial.
Cerveza Cristal.
As you're playing the game. That's the commercial, just like the
You know what?
Cerveza
I'm
Cristal.
I'm I'm kind of surprised that none of the Lego Star Wars games have made that like reference. I mean, I guess it makes sense because it's a beer
Yeah.
and it'd be like a very like specific region though. But like that went viral when people found
It did
out.
go viral. That's what I'm saying. Like, people know what that's from. Like, I feel like there's somebody out there that makes Lego stuff that should probably just do it by now. Just, but they would, because it's
hmm
like, because Lego's just so family friendly. You wouldn't want to put Cerveza Cristal.
No, yeah, but like Lego
That
could
cracks
make
me
it
up.
so the way it's not the beer, it's like a
Yeah.
soda or something. It's just like the blank bottle, but like,
Just in the
like,
middle of fucking New
yeah.
Hope. There should be like a cooler of it just behind open one. Just like somebody catches that Easter egg.
Yeah. It.
That'd be hilarious. That's the
Yeah.
only way I'd
So.
accept the ads in the game if they're like that. Silvestre Cristal. Just
Yep.
thinking about it cracks me up.
All right. I remembered someone modded that into Stellar Blade. That like,
Cerveza Cristal.
Yeah, yeah.
yeah,
Don't you have to collect cans in that game?
yeah. You collect
Wh-
like cans or like soda bottles or
Why?
some shit like that, And yeah, so there's a
I didn't.
mod to swap it for Cerveza
Just like this
Cristal.
stuff.
And then they modded the song in it, so whenever you pick it up, you hear the Cerveza Cristal. All
That
right.
fucking
Uh,
Gooter game.
all right. Last horror story. EA is being bought by Saudi Arabia.
Oh no.
Ew.
Oh, they're taking
Man,
over.
Yes, but yes, it says here EA announced a 55 billion with a
Fuck.
B
Jesus.
$55 billion deal to take the company private.
Private. With guess who?
So, yep, it says
Jared Kushner.
Silver Lake, Affinity Partners, and Saudi Arabia's Public Investment Fund.
Oh boy.
So,
Well, all
It's
I can
odd.
say is, for the first time in my life, I might be agreeing with those weirdos on the internet that are complaining that like games aren't horny enough anymore.
After they take over.
mm,
They might be the lesser of two evils in this case. Like,
mm,
um, and it's fucking weird, man.
It is.
Like,
mhm.
I was caught off guard when I read that. I was like, why? Like that just doesn't
yeah,
make any sense to me.
Yeah,
And
it
Juan gave some insight.
it's
mm,
a PR move for
Yeah.
Saudi Arabia. That's they've
yes.
been trying to like better their image for a while now. Like I first started noticing it when fucking WWE started going over there,
Yes.
giving them a pay-per-view. And
Mm,
at first, it wasn't like too big of a deal because it was a nothing pay-per-view. Like, okay,
Mhm.
Crown Jewel, what happened there? Nothing. Like, like nothing important. Who's champion? It's still whoever the fuck. It was still Roman Reigns. Like
yeah,
Roman
like
Reigns went in as
they,
champion. He left as champion.
yeah,
The women had a match. What? How? In bodysuits. They all wore like fucking morph suits. They were all green man wrestling each other. Like, oh, okay.
and yeah, and I think that's part of the problem is because the other controversy with this is the comedy show
Yeah.
Right.
that they
In Riyadh.
organized, but
Mm-hmm.
yeah, but I think it's that like they do the bare minimum for like progress and they want like to take like a victory lap for it when like no, like that's just step one. You
Yeah.
still gotta go to the finish line, dude. And and yeah, like wrestling fans have already been seeing this for a while with the pay-per-views, the crown jewel and stuff that they would host over there. And
The
during the
greatest Royal
ad
Rumble
breaks
that meant
during
nothing.
the yeah.
What do you get when you win the greatest Royal Rumble? Stupid belt. Do you defend it? No.
Nope. And so yeah, they're basically just glorified house shows. But it's also during the commercial breaks, during the ad breaks, you know, they would run like ads, you know, almost like a tourist like package, if you will, like a commercial to get people to go visit. And part of it was them clapping and celebrating that, like, oh, women can finally drive, like,
That made me laugh so hard.
and it's like I mean, yay, like, but there's still so many other things that women cannot do.
well, screw that.
And
They can't even drive like all the time.
uh-uh.
They're only allowed to drive like during specific hours. If they catch you past curfew, you're fucked.
Yeah, exactly. And then like you can even just look at the WWE matches themselves. Look at the first time they did it, there was no women's matches at all. I wonder why. Then the second time they're like, okay, we'll have women's matches, but then you watch the match and they are from the neck down in full blown like body suits. They're not even allowed to wear their ring gear in the during the match, and it's like why? And it's like yes, congrats, you allowed women to drive, but I think there's still like a ways to go. And this idea of like, oh, we got to celebrate the little progress they made. It's like, no, I think we should celebrate once they get on equal footing with the rest of the world. So,
Yeah.
Amen.
so as far as like, what does this have to do with EA? Honestly, it's a little too early to tell at this point, but based on everything we've seen from Saudi Arabia, doing these moves, such as, WWE and the comedy show at the Rhea and all that stuff, it doesn't look great. And then likewise, what we've seen in the past with gaming companies when they get bought out, it never ends well.
Nope.
So there's a chance that this one might not go too well as well. And then it sucks because there's a lot of like IPs that EA has, and it's hard to tell if now, considering they're a private company, if now those old IPs are just lost. If they want to just go full on the
Well,
sports games, because let's face it, I honestly think that's why they bought them, because they have like all the sports and all the licenses.
they have the NFL. That's the big one
Yeah.
because the NFL is an exclusive license.
Hmm.
Uh, anyone can make a soccer game. Like the
Yeah.
FIFA doesn't have an exclusivity deal with EA,
Hmm.
so anyone can make it. I think the NBA as well. I don't think they have an exclusivity deal. But I mean, yeah, like uh, I'm not too worried about the IP going away, but not because you're necessarily wrong, but just because it's EA. Like they were already doing that shit. like,
Yeah.
like, they they're so they own Command and Conquer. When's the last one of them came out? They
On the
own,
PSP.
yeah. Well, actually, I think they launched one on the phone earlier this year, but like it was
Oh, okay.
Dungeon Keeper was another one I think that they
Oh
own.
yeah, and that was terrible.
Yeah, they do own a lot of shit. Like you're not wrong, but they also don't do a lot with what they got.
Hmm. And yeah, so this might just further cement it that like a lot of this
Yeah,
stuff's not gonna come out, not gonna happen.
Nope.
And yeah, and to me, it's also like I feel like their government's gonna have a hand in how the games get made, how they get produced. I mean, if we're already seeing that like female wrestlers can't even wear their default ring gear when they perform, now we're supposed to believe them that in their video games they're gonna allow this and that. Like, I don't know. I just don't see it, but I don't know. We'll wait and see. Maybe they'll prove us wrong. Maybe they'll be like,
Yeah.
well, it's a video game. Who gives a shit?
I
Okay,
don't
I'll
know.
believe it when I see it.
Yeah, right. Like, oof. They're just gonna be inserting their stuff in there, and it's gonna be
Hmm.
everybody's gonna be in a bodysuit.
they're
That's it. Everybody's gonna be in a bodysuit.
gonna
Cover up your
re-release
ankles.
Battlefield 5, and it's not gonna be a chick as the main character.
No,
Mm,
gonna re-release
um,
Assassin's Creed, and they're gonna get rid of the forgot the girl's name.
That's Ubisoft.
That's Ubisoft.
mhm.
I thought Assassin's Creed. No, yeah, it is Ubisoft. Damn.
All right. All
They're gonna
right.
make it
Well,
so in the next Mass Effect you can only be male chef, no femme chef.
right. All
Male
right.
chef.
Before we wrap things up, there's two more games I wanted to bring up in the discussion. So there we got two horror movies being converted into horror games that are going to come out later. The first one is Hellraiser.
What?
Okay.
You guys didn't know?
No.
No?
Yeah,
Solving a bunch of
Hellraiser.
Rubik's cubes.
Yeah,
Hell, Hell,
Did you solving a bunch of Rubik's cubes?
am I gonna have to put together a fucking Rubik's cube before I summon the demons?
no, Hellraiser's getting a game. It's called Clive Barker's Hellraiser Revival.
Of course it is.
Yep, it's a
Okay.
first person horror game. There's actually like a collector's edition, and it actually looks kind of cool. It comes
Does
with
it
the
come
puzzle
with the?
box.
Does it come
Yeah,
with the
it
cube?
comes with the lament
Yep,
configuration.
yep.
Hellraiser.
Um,
Oh yeah. Clive Barker's Clive Barker's presents Clive Barker's Hellraiser
mhm.
by Clive
And
Barker. Oh shit, Jericho! I forgot that he already had another game. Clive Barker. Clive Barker's Jericho. Huh.
mm. So it looks like it is like an action horror game. It looks like there is like
Oh my
combat.
god!
Yeah, it's brutal.
No, I'm stupid because, as you know, I make the thumbnails for our episodes. The art in the background of the website that that shows Pinhead.
Uh
I saw it when I was looking for assets for the thumbnail for last week.
huh.
I was like, huh, that's weird. Why did someone make a 3D model of Pinhead? Whatever. I didn't think of, I was like, man, the internet's weird sometimes.
Yeah. So that's the first one, and then the last one that I want to talk about is Halloween. You
Oh
know,
yeah,
Michael
yeah.
Myers. So that one is getting a game as well. And so
Ah,
this one it looks interesting because it looks like it's going to have both a single player and a multiplayer.
am I
So
murdering horny teenagers as
Yep.
the single player?
I believe you are. Um,
Why are these websites so bright? I just want to look
and
at the lament configuration. Damn it!
like yeah, so in the story mode you are playing as Michael, and then in the multiplayer it's like your typical
Asymmetrical.
asymmetrical uh horror multiplayer where yeah one person's Michael and the rest are like survivors, if that's the right
Yeah.
phrase to call them. But the thing that like definitely has my attention with this one is that this one very much looks like what the Friday the 13th game used to be. And for those of you that don't know, the Friday the 13th video game, it got pulled from like shelves due to the licensing of Jason Voorhees and the IP. So because they lost out on the rights to it due to like a court battle, they had to shut down the game. They couldn't do any more updates and stuff. So yeah, so that game you basically can't play it anymore. And it sucked because I mean the game was pretty fun for what it was. So this one looks very much like they copied their homework. and they're just doing like the same thing, but with Michael. So I think in that sense, it could work. With that said, Friday the 13th was not perfect. It had some some flaws. So here's hoping that these guys will like tweak it, because right now the most popular of these genre of games is Dead by Daylight, and it's the most popular for a reason. It's they found a way to, I guess, like simplify the formula. But that's not to say that game's perfect. That game also has its flaws. Mainly that I do think the difficulty in it is a little high, but I'm willing to chop it up as that's just maybe me personally, how I feel. But uh and then with Friday the 13th, um I mean it was a small indie developer, so there was some jank
Mhm.
to the game and the gameplay, but some of it also stems from that obviously you want these killers to be scary, but sometimes I think they make them too overpowered.
Mm.
And I feel like there was some balancing issues in the original Friday the 13th. So hopefully this one finds a way to, you know.
Yeah, but I will say in their defense, uh, with some of these games, especially nowadays, it's kind of like a WoW raid, where like when a WoW raid is new, people don't know what the fuck to do or how to beat it.
Mm-hmm.
But then, like once people figure it out, it spreads, and it's nothing to beat it anymore.
Yeah.
And I think with the Friday the 13th game, as soon as people figured out how to kill Jason, it's like, oh well.
Yeah. I mean, I will give them credit that they did say right off the bat it is possible to kill Jason, but
Mhm.
they said it's not easy.
Yeah,
And
no.
yeah, it's not. So I do at least applaud that it is not easy to do. Um, so I think that's a fair um,
the
balance.
Something similar happened with Star Wars Galaxies. Not a horror game, but
Hmm.
it was another MMO. It was a sandbox MMO. But when it first came out, you couldn't be a Jedi. Like that wasn't a selectable class or nothing.
Yeah.
And then they added like an in-game riddle pretty much. It was a scavenger hunt. It was an in-game scavenger hunt, and when you made it to the end, you would become a Jedi. So someone eventually figured it out. Like the community got together and eventually someone figured it out.
Hmm.
But then when one guy figures it out, everyone figures it out.
Yeah.
So then you were just overrun with Jedi in that game, and it made it less fun because now it's like unless you're a Jedi, you're not viable anymore.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, we'll see how this one goes, and then like because you also had the Texas Chainsaw Massacre game.
Yeah.
Honestly, the problem with that one was just the map was too fucking big and it was easy to get lost in. Like, god damn it, sometimes I couldn't even get out of the fucking basement.
What about
Um,
the Predator one?
the Predator one, the problem with that one is that if you had a really good like Predator, he could wipe out the entire team in like minutes.
Oh shit.
And yeah, and you're like, really? And the match is over in less than 3 minutes. Um, I honestly thought the way to fix that is because when you're playing as like the military guys or the mercenaries, whatever you want to call them, you have missions that you're supposed to complete, and the predator is just there to stop you from completing your objectives, completing your goal. But the predator, he doesn't have any. his only objective is
Kill.
kill the mercenaries. So I'm like, I think the way to fix that is give the predator objectives that they have to complete as well, and then they can hunt the mercenaries or something,
It,
because yeah, they don't have an objective other than kill. So if you're playing against someone that's really good and knows what they're doing, they can just go to the spawn point and just you're dead.
Maybe they can make it like Batman Arkham Asylum with the Mister Freeze fight, where in order to take him down, you have to do it like 8 different times with 8 different moves. And once you
Yeah.
kill a Marine with this in a certain way, you can't use that anymore. You have to do it. You have to kill every single one of them differently. Maybe
Mm,
that might make it. That might be the objective to make it last longer. You know.
yeah.
I
Yeah.
mean, because
And that. No, go on.
no, I was just saying, like, you were talking about Predator, and I remember Call of Duty did a Halloween thing where they had Michael Myers and they had Predator, and it was, like the other games where
Mm,
everybody has to try to kill you, but you have all the powers of Michael Myers or of the Predator, and everybody's trying to play as a Predator more than anything. Yeah.
mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm. Yeah, no, the Predator games is a shame that one went under because some of the updates they added were like cool. Because then later they added like a team deathmatch type like mode, and their version of like a perk or like a kill streak reward was when your team got X amount of kills, one of your teammates could become the Predator,
Oh.
and then you could fight like the other team. Or likewise, if your opponents, they could also get a Predator, and then you could just have the two Predators just fight each other. So
That's
like,
dope. Yeah.
yeah, that was always really fun. And likewise, if you knew like crap, like we need to come in clutch with this one to win this, the game asks you, "Hey, it's your turn to be the Predator. Do you accept?" And you can say no, so it can pass it to another player that you think might be better
Oh, that's kind of
at
cool.
handling it. So the game does like offer you the choice, like, do you want to be the Predator or not? So that way you know if you're a weaker player and you're already in the last few minutes where it's really crucial, you can pass it to somebody else, and then if they take it, then they could probably win you guys the game. But and yeah, they were gonna add more stuff to it, but then well, yeah, it just unfortunately went under like most of these asymmetrical horror games do. So here's hoping that Halloween learns from all of these fucking games
Let's hope so.
and does a better job at it. But with that said, we will wrap things up here. So you alphas, let us know in the comments if you're gonna try any of these horror games that we mentioned, that we talked about. And likewise, if you have any topics or ideas that you would like to see us cover during this spoopy month, let us know in those comments and we'll be sure to check them out. But until then, we will catch you all on the next one.